Hey guys, welcome to another episode. On this episode, we're just gonna go straight into business. You already know the drill. We're gonna be buying another car. So I've been looking into buying classic cars, the best of the best, I suppose. And this and the Supra are just the best classics for me. But I'm gonna start with the R34. So I've been trying to see body kits. I tried to see the colors and the vinyls and something like that. And I like that vinyl, that option of the Fast and the Furious kind of color scheme. I'll think about that. I'll make it myself. I'll just come and buy it later on. I'll see what I'm gonna do. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this, and then I'm just gonna modify it according to my likes. But yeah. You can see the color schemes, you can see the body kits, basically changing, seeing what's what and all those things. But yeah, so we bought the car. Here's the car, and unlike the other videos whereby I usually buy a car and then test drive it and then I'll modify it in other episodes, I think maybe for some of these cars, what I'm gonna do is just to go straight into business, buy the car, modify it, tune it, and just basically just do everything to the car. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing with this car. So what I'm gonna do, right, is firstly change the color, just to get the color scheme that I kind of like. And if you have the colors in this game, I feel like they're a little bit, if you're not buying those extra, the other paint schemes, the chromes, the mattes and all those things, if you're not buying those, which are quite expensive because $1,000 to open them up, if you're not buying all those other ones, the glossy and metallic paints are not the best colors. So I would advise you, if you're really into color schemes, I would advise you to actually go for the other options and buy them. I think I might buy the matte color because I kind of like darker themed, less glowy, less shiny colors. So I think I might buy that. The other ones, I don't think I'll buy a chrome. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe in future episodes we'll look into that. Yeah, and the other thing that I noticed, right, we actually have a space limit of 20 cars in the garage. I don't know why we have 20 car limits, unlike the other car where it was unlimited. You could just, unlike CPM1 where you could just buy whatever you wanted. They really need to release an episode whereby they increase the number of garages. Maybe like have another garage in another city, like just have different garages in different cities. I think that would be okay, instead of just them limiting us to just one. Like it doesn't make sense for them to limit us to only 20 cars, whereby whilst we have options of over 100, and I think it's over 150 cars. So I do hope maybe in the episode in the future they're actually going to look into that, because 20 cars, yes, they're a lot, but then this is a game whereby you buy cars, you tune them, you sell them, you do all those things. So having a limit of 20, for me, I'm not comfortable with that. They should look into that. So the other option was to change the tires. As you can see right now, we're working on the tires. Usually I go through this part very fast because I take time deciding what I need. So that's why in most cases I just fast forward it, and you find that it's like 4 or 5 minute clip, and then I dial it down to like a minute, right? And it just goes very, very fast. But I just decided maybe I should just go into the details for this video. So the first thing that I go for the tires, I go for the semi slicks. I don't like the tourings. I don't know why. I don't really have a reason, but I just like having the semi slicks. And then the tire profile usually is dependent on, I first start with the diameter of the tires. So the D on the far right, that's the diameter of the tires, and then the R is basically the radius in in inches, I think. So the first thing that I do, right, is to work on that to get to the size of the tires that I'm more comfortable with, the size of the rims, that I'm happy with, that I feel looks better, and then I can come back, deal with the width and then of the rims and the tires, and then come back with the profile. So basically step by step until I get to a point whereby I like how it looks and how the tires look in compared to the car, because sometimes the cars come underwhelmed. You can see that the tires are too small for the car. So that's another thing that you should look into. Depending on your taste, you do whatever you want to do depending on your taste. But for me, I start with the diameter, make sure that I get the size tire that I want, and then I come back and edit the other things afterwards until I'm most happy with. So yeah, it does take a little bit of time, but this is what I do on every car that I buy. It is a bit annoying, but just give yourself time and you're gonna do it. I'm sure by now you might have noticed that I don't really do vinyls. I think I only did vinyls on my Koenigsegg. Yeah, I think it's the only one that has vinyls, and it's because I wanted those two center lines, the black lines in the middle. I really like those, so I think that's the only car that has vinyls. All the other ones don't have anything. Yeah, just this is what the car looks like, and looks good. Obviously you have to have the plates, man. I have to have the plates. Unfortunately on CPM2 you can have the plates on one car at a time, compared to CPM1 whereby all cars could have the plates. In this one you only have them on one car at a time. Not really sure why, but I do find that being annoying, because if let's say you want to go online and you want people to instantly recognize you, like I'm a YouTuber, right, and I have a brand, so I want people to instantly recognize, let's say the plate, to be like, oh, okay, cool, here's this guy's name. It means that every time when I choose a car to go and play with, I have to switch the plates onto that particular car, which is a bit tedious. I feel like they should just go back to allowing the plates to be in every car. I think that's just much better and easier to manage. But we'll see if they'll do that in future. I don't know, but hopefully they will. Here we're making the rims darker, kind of like darker rims. There's this, I'm thinking of buying like the Audi RS6 in future, and I want to do the color scheme of the new Audi. What's it called, the special edition, whatever Audi that has purely white rims. I really want to do that. I don't know if I can do that, but I really have to do that. I really have to look into that. So here we're buying the engine, right? The engine comes, the car comes stock with its RB engine. The RB engine, for those who know, who know cars, or those who are into this car. This is the stock engine that came with this car, and it was an amazing engine, right? Unfortunately, however, the RB engine in this game is not really modifiable that much. I did actually try to keep the engine stock and then tune it as high as I possibly could. Unfortunately, the power output that I got after spending a lot of money was not good. I think it came stock with 330 horsepower, and after putting in a lot of work into it, it didn't even touch 400, so I gave up on it. Maybe I did something wrong, I don't know, but I just gave up on it and then just decided to go back to the engines that I am used to. So is that what, M838T? I think that's the right engine, right? Yeah, M838T. So that's the engine that I usually use for most of my cars. It has a pretty good output, because when you have tuned it to the max, it outputs around 1500 horsepower on the dyno, and when you take it to the drag race, it shows you about 1700, right? I'm yet to check on other engines. The other one that I think is it like there's another one, there's another engine, I forgot the name, but I also want to test it. I think it's the same engine that's in the Koenigsegg. I also want to check that and see if it's going to give me different outputs. Also look into that in the future, but for now I'm still using this engine, and it's good. It's really good. It's really good, and I'm liking it. Parts are pretty expensive, so when you do buy a new car and you want to modify it, just make sure that you have enough funds. So it is very expensive. One car takes upwards of 500,000 in parts, like the extra parts that you're actually buying, modifying the car and all this. Because some of them, we find that modifying one part, like maybe let's say modifying the header, for example, right, it can cost upwards of 100,000. So you should have a lot of funds when you do want to actually completely upgrade the car, like I am doing here, right? Which, yes, if you're free to play account, I've shown that you can. There are many ways you can do that. So first things, to make sure that you complete all daily objectives. The second thing is to own shops, own businesses. There are 9 businesses. If you own all of them, you make 450. You make 450,000 if all of them are actually at max capacity. So unfortunately in this game they're limited to $50,000. So if you go around, you know, collecting the cash out of all those shops, all those businesses, you're getting 450,000 plus, you know, your daily challenges, which I think they give you, what is it, 100 a day? I don't remember, you know. But yeah, plus maybe selling, you know, if you go online and you buy your cars, you tune them, go online and sell them, you know, you can also do that. The other thing, however, is that you can do that, I think, you know, some people do, is to do the daily, not daily challenge, I mean the levels. You can do the levels, that also gives you funds, or you can go around collecting the gifts. So I don't know if it's plan 8 gifts, because the latest update, it seems like when you go to the mountains, the changes in the mountains, for me, I feel like they might have extra gifts, because there's certain locations that I remember not having gifts, unless maybe I just forgot. Yeah, I think I'll do maybe a video feature where I cover all the gift locations and all those things, but you know, there's a lot of them and it's gonna be a long video. That's why I'm kind of avoiding the video for now. But yeah, so now it is, as you can see, it's pushing 1,500 horsepower, which is really good. And yeah, so what I usually do is obviously I'll check the maintenance, see that it's using the proper fuel. I want it to be using E85 for the max power, max output, right? So here's the surprise that I did not expect. Okay, I mean, surprise unexpected, never mind. Sorry, here's what I did not expect. So as you can see, the car is pushing 1,720 horsepower, which is great. It's great. That's some good output, and it's, you know, stock. It comes obviously all-wheel drive. You know, if you know the car, you know it's a GTR. GTRs are all-wheel drive. Here is the thing that surprised me. For some reason, I thought it was an automatic. I forgot that in this game, when a car is manual, it will come as manual, and you'll have to buy a different gearbox or different drivetrain to make it an automatic. I did not look into that. I actually just concluded, because all the cars that I bought, except for the BMW M5, I think the M5 was manual, and then I changed it to automatic. I thought, oh, okay, cool, we're doing good. I don't need to stress myself. But yeah, I'm thinking of changing it, but I'll just let you guys, you know, give me feedback, right? So you can just comment down below if I should change it, or if I should just leave it stock, if I should just leave it as is with the manual gearbox, or if I can change it to automatic. I'll leave it up to you guys to actually decide for me, and then we'll look into that in the future episode. What I thought here was, if I actually leave the car in neutral, they will automatically put it in gear, and then boom, will go. No, they did not. If I put it in gear while they're still, you know, dialing down the time that side to launch, they make me restart. So I'm not sure what I think maybe I'm supposed to put it in gear and then launch when it hits go. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I just gave up. I just left, actually. You know, I just felt like a bit of a waste of time, considering the fact that I wasn't even looking to racing. I was just going there to actually see the power output in the drag races, right? So yeah, so right now what we're gonna do is just to go for a drive, and as you know, when we go for a drive, I just keep quiet. I let the car do the talking. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna let the car do its own talking, and then just, you know, let y'all enjoy the rest of the video. Please comment down below, right? Comment what do you want us to do in future? What kind of cars are you guys looking forward to us buying? What kind of things do you want us to do? And I'll be selling some of this car in future, so, you know, do you expect something in the future? I won't keep all of them forever, since we still have a 20 car limit for now, so until further notice, we'll see. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, and also enjoy, you know, this glitch. I don't know if it's a game or if it's my phone, but this really annoys me, and it happens every day. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Drop a like, don't forget to comment, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.